Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So in today's video I'm using this watercolor sheet, and this is 300 GSM cold pressed. You can use any watercolor sheet. Make sure that is of good quality, at least for 300 GSM, because we are going to use lots of water for the today's video. Now we need to create a background for the first one, and to create some kind of rustic background I'm going to use multiple color. So I'm going to use blue color, green color, yellow color, orange color, multiple color basically, to have little different kind of texture for the background, and then we are going to draw with the help of pen. So I'm using yellow color, I'm using blue color, multiple color. So in this particular step there is nothing fancy as such. Whatever color you like, whatever color combination you feel is good for your painting, you can try different color and you can just paint it randomly into your sheet. I don't want to keep it too bright, so that is why I'm also using brown color and red color into it. At one side I'm keeping the sheet little lighter, and do not make it too dark. So if you feel it is too dark for you, you can just grab a tissue paper and try lifting little bit of color. In this way you can achieve two things. First one is the texture, and another one you can lighter the shade. So that is how I have created my background. And to expedite the process, you can use hair dryer to dry your sheet quickly, so that we can quickly jump into the next step. Now with the help of pen, this is 03 needle pen, I am going to create a flower here. So few petals side by side like this. So you can create any kind of flower, whatever you are comfortable with. So I'm creating something like this, having a round kind of shape with multiple petals into it, little zigzag pattern around the edge, and at the base you can have few more petals to finish. So it's a simple drawing, simple flower drawing, but you can choose whatever flower you like to draw. Basically it is simple. You need to create a background with the help of watercolor, then we are going to draw everything with the help of pen, and then we are also going to use more watercolor once we are done with the drawing. So basically you can call it line and wash technique, because we are doing everything with the help of pen first, and then we might paint all the elements with the help of watercolor, which is optional, but I'll show you both the version. Now I'm creating a leaf kind of pattern here. So I have created a string, and then around it I am creating multiple leaf like pattern having multiple lines in between. So basically I am creating a loop kind of pattern, going back and forth, creating a leaf kind of structure like this, and you will automatically get little shade around your drawing as well because of these lines. Also you will have a nice leaf kind of shape. So this is the leaf that I have created, and these two are my main element for this particular painting. Now if needed, you can also have multiple elements, multiple foliages, different kind of leaf, different kind of flower, multiple things you can try around this. So now I'm creating something like this. So basically I'm creating a string having round kind of structure, creating a loop kind of pattern, going round and round and creating something like this. So different kind of foliage you can say, different kind of flower you can say, different kind of structure you can say. So basically different kind of doodles I'm creating here to finish. So multiple things you can try. You can have multiple leaf kind of pattern, fine element, bigger element, and likewise you can finish the drawing. So keep doing it until you're satisfied, but don't overdo. That is something you need to keep in your head. I want to keep it simple, so I think this much is fine. Now with the help of biggest pen that I have, it is almost like a brush pen. I'm going around my flower area and all the elements that I have created and highlighting couple of the area, especially around the corner, to highlight the flower area and to highlight other elements as well. So once you add these bolded pattern around your structure, you will see it in a little better way and it will elevate your drawing. So this is something I have created with the help of biggest pen that I have. So we are done with the background, done with the drawing as well. So either you can keep it like this or you can paint using watercolor as well. So for the flower, I'm applying red color, and in this particular step you don't need to think much. I think black color is bleeding here, so I'm going to take the color from the tissue paper. I think we should wait until it gets dried completely, and then you can apply a little bit of blue color around the flowers and green color around the leaves. Just a little bit of extra color around that particular area, so nothing fancy we are doing in this particular step. And let everything dry completely, and then I'm going to apply one more layer of red color around the flower, because previously the color was bleeding a little bit. So this time I'm taking care of everything and applying red color in a little better way to highlight the flower. So this is the last step for this particular painting, and then we are going to do the next one. And we are done with this particular painting, so I'm keeping this one aside, and then we are going to move into the next one. So in this one I have started with the drawing first. So first you can have a simple flower, so I'm creating a big flower here with simple petals into it, little bigger petals like these. And basically a big flower is the only thing that I wanted to have with the help of pen. So this is my drawing, and I'm doing some cross hatching around the center part of my flower to make it little darker. So cross hatching means creating parallel line and then cross line around it, little bit of stamen, small element around the center part. And then for the petals you can start creating lines like these, so it will give a nice texture to the petal area. And keep doing it for all the petals that you have. I'm going to show you only 2 or 3 of them, and you need to repeat the same thing for all the petals that you have. So nothing fancy as such, creating lines like this throughout the petal area to get little extra texture with the help of pen itself. So keep doing it. So that's all needed as a part of drawing. Now I'm using blue and green color together. I have mixed blue and green together like this, and then I'm going around one side of my flower with this particular color to have little bit of background, but I'm not doing anything around the flower area for now with this particular color. So just go around the flower area, make sure your color is not going inside the flower, and blend it with the help of clean water so that you can have little texture also around the flower area, and do it only at one side. It's not necessary to do it only at one side, but I think keeping one side a little different than the other is basically will make more sense. So that is why I like to do something like this. And I have blended with the clean water to have a nice texture around the flower area. And now I'm mixing little bit of black into my existing color, and having one more layer at one side like this. So basically I want to blend these two color like this, having one side more darker and other side little lighter, and keep doing it to have a nice texture around your flower area with this particular color. Then with the help of clean water, blend the color and have little lighter color towards this side, and keep the rest other sheet as it is, keep it white. And then to expedite the process, you can have a hair dryer to make your sheet dry as soon as possible, so that we can jump into the next step. So now my sheet is dried completely. With the help of green color, now you can have a nice green color, mixing lemon yellow and blue color together. And with this particular green color, you can start creating one stroke leaves like this. So just create a simple leaf like these with little bit of pressure into your brush and little longer stroke to create longer leaves, and keep doing it around the flower area that you have. So basically the flower we have created with the help of pen, leaves we are creating directly with the help of watercolor. Now to create the center part, you can have little darker color. So I'm using dark brown color to create the center part like this. And for the petal area, it is totally optional. Either you can keep it as it is, or else you can have little bit of color around the petal area as well. So I'm mixing little bit of yellow and orange together, and having lighter shade of color around the petal area. So just blending it with the help of clean water to get the lighter color. I don't want to keep it too dark, I want to keep it on the lighter side only, so that is why. And then you can have little bit of red color in between like this. So that's all we needed. Let it dry completely. And the last thing which I'm thinking to have is having little bit of darker leaf around the flower area. So this time I'm using black color directly to have more leaves in between the green leaves that we have created. So similar leaf, similar pattern, but this time with the help of green color to have little darker color around the flower area. And this is the final step for this particular video, and we are done with this one as well. And I hope this video is easy and simple to follow. Please do let me know if you have any kind of feedback for me, and thank you so much for watching. See you all in the next video with one more simple tutorial.